Hey Blades fans, welcome back to Hertz Arena for Game 5 of the Kelly Cup Finals between the Florida Everblades and the Kansas City Mavericks. Will Henshaw alongside Jake Maurice as the Florida Everblades lead the series 3-1 after a very impressive 4-1 win last night in Game 4, Jake. A really well-rounded effort, scoring in all three periods, and a nice comfortable win.
Yeah, the Blades, they took the lead with that shorthanded goal, really got the crowd going, and shorthanded goals are such big momentum swingers, right? So Oliver Chow scoring that one in the first period really got the Blades moving the rest of the game. In the third, they outshot Kansas City 10-2, just locked things down with an early goal from Will Riley providing insurance, and set up tonight a chance to win the Kelly Cup on home ice. But of course, still 60 minutes of hockey left to go, and Kansas City, they know that if they can get this series back to their building, then that'd change the feel of things pretty quick.
I say comfortable with kind of some quotation marks around it because there were some nail-biting moments in that one, but certainly more comfortable than the 3-1 come-from-behind win in Game 3. But Jake, you mentioned that lockdown defense at the end of the game. This was the lowest scoring game of the series, only 5 goals scored across the 60 minutes of play. So I think we're starting to see this series transition from a very high-octane offensive series to one that's more defensively minded.
Yeah, the teams, they have a better idea of the idiosyncrasies of the other side's offense. They know what they're getting when their teams are coming up on a rush, on a power play opportunity, right? Blades capitalized with a shorthanded goal at the end of a 4-minute kill in the first period. You mentioned some of those nail-biting moments. That was one of them, right? That long kill where Florida really swung the momentum of that game with that shorty at the end of that kill. And you mentioned the defense as well. Those two, the penalty kill and the defense over the last 2 games have been unbelievable for the Blades, especially like the last 5 periods of hockey from Game 3 into Game 4. Those guys have been leading the way for Florida, and they're going to need to again here tonight.
4 different goal scorers last night: Joe Pendenza, Will Riley, Bobo Carpenter, and the leading goal scorer on this Florida Everblades team, Oliver Chow, with another goal last night. You mentioned the shorthanded one. He's just been on fire the past couple of games.
Yeah, I mean, he's up to 9 points in the Kelly Cup Finals right now on a 4-game point streak. He's factored in with big goals in all 3 of the Everblades wins in the finals, and he's just put his game up to another level. Joe Pendenza talked last night saying he just makes my job easy, and yeah, he's making everyone's jobs easier right now with how clutch he's been in the Kelly Cup Finals. Has moved into the team lead in points, over a point per game so far in the playoffs. But of course, you're going to need him to do it one more time to hoist another Kelly Cup here in this building.
That Kelly Cup is just 1 win away for the Florida Everblades, with the series up 3-1. And Jake, the Blades would really, really love to get this done here because Games 6 and 7, if needed, will be back in Independence, Missouri, and you just don't want the pressure of going on the road and trying to win the Kelly Cup behind enemy lines.
It's not as fun to win it on the road ice. It's better to do it here in front of your fans who've been excellent over the past 2 games, who've been amazing all season long. We've loved having your support all throughout the year, so we thank you for that, and we thank you in advance for what you're going to bring for the Blades tonight. And yeah, the best way to reward that support is with winning it here tonight and not having to get back on a plane and go up to Missouri.
No matter what the result is tonight, Jake, this will be the final home game of the season here at Hertz Arena. So a bit of an emotional goodbye, but again, looking to put the cherry on top.
Yeah, it's crazy to think we were doing this here back in October for preseason games against the Solar Bears, all the way through a tumultuous regular season, making it in the second to last game of the regular season, just squeaking into the playoffs. So come back in the series against Jacksonville, through Orlando, through Adirondack, and now, as you said, 1 win away from another Kelly Cup on home ice.
1 win away from a 4th Kelly Cup in franchise history for the Florida Everblades, a 3rd consecutive win. A lot on the line here, Jake, tonight in Game 5 of the final, so I think it's about time we get into the 3 keys of the game.
Well, as I said, you got to stay tight defensive, right? Supporting Cam Johnson in your own zone. You can trust him to make the big saves that he has in a lot of this playoff run. It's been another spectacular postseason for Cam Johnson. Has put himself into the running once again for potentially a 3rd straight June M. Kelly Award as the playoff MVP. We'll see if he can get one of those tonight alongside the Kelly Cup. You got to be sure you're staying calm, right? Obviously, it's the biggest game of the season. It's not just another game, but you have to sort of, in your mind, treat it as that as much as you can. Stay focused, stay centered, and then finally, as we talked about, this is the last time you're going to get to play in front of your fans this year. Use it before you lose it, and hopefully we just have to use it one time tonight to win a 3rd consecutive Kelly Cup and make history.
Among all the trials and tribulations and everything on the line tonight, there is still a hockey game to be played tonight. Puck drop in Game 5 of the Kelly Cup Finals set for 7 p.m. here at Hertz Arena. We'll see you there.